afford them, to provide education opportunities and funding for the children of Indian artists to pursue careers of their choice, unfazed by financial circumstances, to encourage young Indians to take up traditional Indian art forms as a career by providing talented individual necessary grants and funding to get excellent training by instituting art fellowships, to provide a platform for young artists to launch their career. I request you all to contribute by being a volunteer, providing a platform for budding artists, sponsoring an event, funding a fellowship meeting, or adopting one or more artists in any way by medical or whatever way you can adopt an artist. Some of our key accomplishment over the last year, being a first year, I don't know whether we have done a lot, but still we have achieved something. Introduction of Universe Art Foundation to various gurus and artists, co-sponsored Mr. Ashish Kokar's World Dance Day, networking and spread out word about UAF through the following. I was the chief guest of Putani Gejje. I was really honored by sitting next to Kalamandalam Usha Dattar, madam like that, and participated in CSR activity of Timkin, which is a corporate company, and provided education funding for artist's son, and coordinated and arranged a part-time job for performing artists in so many ways, and counseling for artists. There are some places like after marriage, wherever they come forward saying that whether we can continue with the art forms. So we have given the consultation for them and then how they can manage the timing better. So like this we have done in last 1 year quite a thing, and then provided a platform for budding artists by sponsoring and recommending them to various individuals and organizations. Talks with the Rotary Club for medical and financial aid, encouraging the programs and sponsored mementos for some of the events, provided exhaustive contacts for well-established artists who is in need of help, promoted various other events by spreading out the word to all relevant contacts, introduced Ms. Aditi Toka, a film director from Ahmedabad, and mandolin artist Mr. Arvind Bhargav to Fairfunder and Majamba companies supported by Government of Switzerland. We have been taken up 2 additional projects this year, which is by Mr. M.B. Krishnamurthy avaru and Mr. Sapan. So, illi Karnatakadalli avaru M.B. Krishnamurthy avaru, he has been doing a wonderful job. He is a very old and established artist for Veena. So, avarige ee sati ನಾವು 100 ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So, we have taken up his unique project for helping him. So, if you want to make any contribution to UAF, you can please contact any one of us. And thank you so much. Thank you once again and giving this opportunity for sharing our information about Universe Art Foundation with you. Thank you so much.
Mr. Murli Krishna to welcome our chief guest, Ms. Shalini Rajneesh. For our first event of the day, a tribute to Dr. Maya Rao and Nritya Samrat Karakurchi Venkat Narayanan, it is my privilege to call upon our chief guest for this event, Ms. Shalini Rajneesh, to the podium. She completed her IAS in 1989 from Karnataka cadre, an MA Psychology from Punjab University, Chandigarh in 1989. She obtained an MBA from La Trobe University, Australia in the year 2000. She then went on to obtain her PhD from Mangalore University, Karnataka in 2001. She won the University Gold Medal for BA Honours in 1987, MA Psychology in 1989. She also won the IAS Women Topper in 1989 batch. She won the State Government Award for Mobilization of Small Savings. She was facilitated by the Chief Minister for successful conduct of first legislative session in Belgaum. She was named the Bureaucrat of the Month by Bureaucracy Today in 2011 January and again in 2013 February. She won the second prize for Best Panchayat Raj Administered State 2011 and 2012. She was honored with a degree of Doctor of Literature by the Karnataka State Women's University, Bijapur in 2013. She also won the National E-Governance Award and Google Innovation Award in 2013. She won the Visalakshi Award by Art of Living Foundation in February 2014, QCIDL Shah Quality National Award in April 2014, United Nations Public Service Award and Prime Minister's Award. She was also one of the shortlisted candidates for Number Mangaluru in 2012 with 61,000 nominations from the public. Over to you, ma'am.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಬಹುಶಃ ನಾವು ಬೇಗ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜನ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಿಗ್ನಿಟರೀಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡಯಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಗ್ನಿಟರೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಯಸ್. ನಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಬಾಲಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಹೌದು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ವೇರ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ಆದರೆ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬಹಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಒಂದು ಲೋಗೋ ಮತ್ತು ಇದು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ ಘೋಷವಾಕ್ಯ, ಕಲಾಧರಸ್ಯ ಸುಖ ಜೀವಿತಂ. ಜಯಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಯಾರು ಕಲಾವಿದರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು ಸುಖಿ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅವರ ಭಾವನೆ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು ಕೇವಲ ಕಲಾಜೀವಿಗಳು ಕೇವಲ ತಮ್ಮ ಸುಖಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಸುಖ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸುಖ ಧರಿಸಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಆರ್ಟ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಇದು ಕೇವಲ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸೇಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ಲಿ ಎ ಮಚ್ ಡೀಪರ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೇಮಿಗಳು ಕಲಾವಿದರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಬಿಗ್ ಗಾಡ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಲಿಬ್ರೇಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಅವ್ರು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಸಮರ್ಪಣಂ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಭಾಳ ಉತ್ತಮ ಒಂದು ಶಬ್ದ. ಯಾರು ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಮಾದರಿಯಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರೊಂದು ಹಿರಿಯರನ್ನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇವತ್ತು ಈಗಲೂ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಥ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಾದರಿಯಂತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೆಳೆಯತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಾವಿದರು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸೆಲಿಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಸುಖ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ತಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಮೂರನೇದಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದರು. ಎಸ್, ಅಂಡರ್ ದಿ ನ್ಯೂ ಅಮೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ 2% ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ more than 5 lakhs net worth and having profit in their ventures are supposed to, it is mandatory to invest. Adare this art and culture is one of the few aspects which are mentioned as illustrative items for CSR. Not every item is under CSR. So this is very clearly mentioned that to promote art and culture, make it sustainable and make it more and more, make people aware of art and culture is one of the major areas of investment. And probably government investment is not enough. ಅವರು ಕಲಾವಿದರು ತಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಪಯಣ ಇಡೀ ಇದನ್ನು ಕಲೆಗೆ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಒಂಥರ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋರು ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿದ್ರು. ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಯೋಜನೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಮಾಶಾಸನವನ್ನು ನೀಡೋದು. 1000 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳು ಮಾಶಾಸನ ಇದೆ ಕಲಾವಿದರಿಗಾಗಿ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಸುಮಾರು 63,000 ಕಲಾವಿದರು ಈ ಥರ 60 or 65+ ಏಜ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಈ ಮಾಶಾಸನ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ಸರಳವಾದಂಥ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಇದೆ. ನಮಗೆ 12 ಅಕಾಡೆಮೀಸ್ ಇದೆ. ನೃತ್ಯ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ, ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ, ಈ ಥರ ಜನಪದ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಗಳಿದೆ. ಆ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಕಲಾವಿದರು ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಇಂಥ ವರ್ಷದವರಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಸಂಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ, ಯಾರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರು ಸಂಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಆ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಗಳು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗುರುತಿರ್ತದೆ, ಇಂಥವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲಾವಿದರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದವರು, ಈಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ವಯಸ್ಸಾಗಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಹಕಾರ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಅವರು ಎಂಡೋರ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಂತೆ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳು ಈ ಮಾಶಾಸನ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮದು ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಅರಿವು, ಮಾಹಿತಿ, ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಅದು ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ. ಬಹುಶಃ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇನ್ನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನಾನು 63,000 ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಬಹುಶಃ 63 ಲಕ್ಷ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಜನ, ಆದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮುಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೂಲಕನೂ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟವರು ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನು 2ನೇ ಯೋಜನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಗುರು ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಪರಂಪರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಗುರು ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಪರಂಪರೆ ಅದೇ ಈಗ ಮಾಯಾರಾವ್ ಅವರಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಶ್ರೀ ಕಾರುಕುರಿಚಿ ವೆಂಕಟನಾರಾಯಣ ಅವರಾಗಲಿ, ಈ ಥರ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸುಬ್ಬಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅವರಾಗಲಿ, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರ ಕಲೆ, ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಸಾಧನೆ ಅದು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಪಾಸ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನೂರಾರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಪಡಿತಾರೆ? ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೇಕ್ಷಕರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ, ಅಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸುಖ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಆ ಕಲೆ ಪರಂಪರೆಯನ್ನು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಗೇನ್ ಗಾಡ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಸಂಘ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಗಳದ್ದು ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂಥ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲೇ ICCR ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಖುಷಿಯಾಯಿತು ವೆನ್ ಐ ಕೇಮ್ ಟು ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ presence. ನನಗೆ I am sorry to say, as I am only 6 months old as secretary, but I didn't know that ICCR has a presence for last 30 years, or more, 40 years or more, which is very heartening because all along ನನಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ಅರ್ಜಿಗಳು ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು. I used to send it to Delhi and ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸೇ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೂರ ಇದೆ, ಫಾಲೋ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಭಾಳ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ now that we have a regional director here, I am sure in the coming days we should have much more vibrant collaboration between ICCR and Kannada and Culture Department and the organizations like all of you, and we should see to it that in a more meaningful way and with the outcome of giving happiness to all, we should all collaborate and work together. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Invite our chief guest of the day, Mr. N. Balakrishnan, to the stage. Balasubramanian, I'm sorry. Shri N. Balasubramanian took over as the regional director of ICCR in Bengaluru a little over a month ago. He retired from the Indian Foreign Service about a year ago. Given his vast, varied experience over 40 years with the Government of India in various capacities, he was taken by ICCR as the consultant in October this year. In his last assignment as counselor in the Embassy of India in Mexico, he set up the Gurudev Tagore Indian Cultural Center, the first such center in the entire Western Hemisphere. During his association over 34 years with the Ministry of External Affairs, he has served in the Indian diplomatic missions and posts at Abu Dhabi, Bangkok, Lisbon, Mexico, Nairobi, and Zanzibar. Before proceeding to Mexico on his last assignment abroad, he was the director of Diaspora Services Division in the Ministry of Overseas Indian Affairs. He is a lawyer by training and qualification, but said goodbye to that profession long years ago after a short stint at the bar in New Delhi and worked for about 2 years in the legal department of Canara Bank's Circle office at New Delhi. In his present assignment at the regional office of ICCR, he has taken a keen interest in preserving and nurturing India's rich and diverse cultural heritage, with particular concern for certain unique aspects of Karnataka's heritage. We welcome you, sir.
Madam Jayalakshmi, Dr. Shalini, Madam Shanta Balachandra, and Murali Krishna. Ladies and gentlemen, I have two major handicaps. One is my inability to speak in Kannada. I don't even know whether I'd be able to catch up with this in the next few months or even the distant future. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. The other is I'm not even a good orator, So I have thought of an excuse, one which naturally occurs in a situation like this, that I shouldn't stand between you and programs which are waiting to take place here. I know that all of you are here to deliver the cultural programs which have been lined up for the day, and I shouldn't be eating into the time for that. But I would just like to tell you that ICCR stands for the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, and it is the cultural arm of the Ministry of External Affairs, which conducts India's diplomatic relations with countries abroad. And ICCR's mandate is to carry forward cultural exchanges with countries abroad. And in that sense, my responsibility is to see if we have foreign troops which can come and perform in Karnataka. And also, unique aspects of Karnataka's cultural heritage, if they find avenues to be exposed to the outside world. And I've been here for a month and a half now, in Bangalore for 3 weeks or thereabout. And I must tell you that we have two events which we, in collaboration with the Department of Kannada and Culture, and also I understand information, and the Department of Youth Empowerment and Sports in the Government of Karnataka, plus an NGO by name Youth Writers and Artists Guild. We have been conducting, like you said, for over 31 years. This is a record unbroken every Friday evening at the auditorium of Yuvanika of the Department of Youth. We organize a cultural program essentially to promote young talent, young upcoming talent. We give them a platform to perform on. This we look upon as one of the things which ICCR can do to nurture culture, our cultural heritage. These art forms which you get to see here are expressions of a very rich and diverse cultural heritage, and we make an endeavor to see if we can promote them, we can nurture them, and it's in that effort that we do this. Also, we organize a Horizon series on the second Saturday of every month in the auditorium of the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan or the National Gallery of Modern Art. A senior, talented, empaneled artist of the ICCR gives a performance. Both these performances have received critical acclaims, wide appreciation, and I don't know if some of you have had the occasion to participate or see our Friday cultural event programs, but you're most welcome. We post all our events on our webpage. We have a Facebook page which has details of all programs organized by ICCR. All our programs are free, open to everybody. You're most welcome to come and attend them. And when I first came in, Madam Jayalakshmi was the first person to come and meet me. That was my first day in office in ICCR. And she came to ask me if I would come and inaugurate the function. When I heard the title of Samarpanam and the idea behind the United Art Foundation, I was impressed in the sense that she was doing something which was of direct relevance and concern to us. Promoting, caring for artists, caring for their well-being, providing them support. Those artists, senior artists who are not able to sustain themselves, provide support to them. A very noble work, I thought. And I immediately said, yes, I would be very glad to come and participate, and that is how I'm here. Thank you very much. I don't want to take more of your time. I'll hand it over to Madam Jayalakshmi again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to call upon Mrs. Shanta Balachandran, the wife of late Veena S. Balachandra, a well-renowned Veena player. She is one of the advisory board members of UAF and has been supporting us right from the beginning. I request you to speak a few words, ma'am.
Rajneesh, Mr. Balasubramaniam, Mr. Murali Krishna and Jayalakshmi ji. I thank you for inviting me today. When Jayalakshmi ji came and expressed her desire that I should be on the advisory board, I felt I was not someone who was fit to take that responsibility. But her zeal was infectious. Her ideas of helping indigent artists to make a living. You know, an artist needs a platform. no matter how famous or how small they need a platform to show their talent, be it a musician, a dancer, a sculptor, anyone. They need someone to appreciate what they do. And Jayalakshmi's motive was to promote art and to help people who are indigent. Saraswati and Lakshmi they do not reside at the same place. When you have Saraswati, Lakshmi is far away. So it's understandable that artists make a hard living. An artist's investment is not monetary, his own imagination. He sits on the platform and his creativity comes to the fore and he entertains you. And when you are entertained, there is a joy that is carried through and makes him even more joyous and bring out his best. So what you should do is encourage people, youngsters, elders who have still got talent in them, either to teach music or sing in platforms, and give them a good hand in supporting the cause. Thank you, Jayalakshmi, and thank all of you for inviting me. Thank you.
Born in January 31st, 1955, he's a mechanical engineer. He's accredited with the Presidential Award for Foreign Exchange, Forex.